Hello everyone and welcome to Contest of Speed Tier 3. My name is Thomas, next to me is Lewis and we're here at the Cathedral of Speed for the Gran Premio di Monza, Italy. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's sunny, it's Italy, it's dry. Lewis, mate, happy you're here in the commentary box with me as always. Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much, Thomas. And yeah, great to be back, guys, at the famous circuit that is Monza. And again, we saw a brilliant race in Hungary. It was a brilliant season so far, but Hungary was a particular highlight for us. That battle for third place was truly memorable. But Ricky, that was the big highlight for me. Ricky was able to show what he's been showing on quali, translate it into the race, fought well against KV, and I'm expecting Ricky again to be looking good. He's been building momentum, but the usual guys, the Ferraris and the Mercedes and the Alphas, I think will be the front runners. BBG, obviously he's had a consistent run so far. He either does really well or doesn't finish, or gets damage. I think he's one to watch as well. But as always, a close one round here.
Yeah, sorry, I have to set up some telemetry thing for the stream, so
Of course, yeah.
other than
no worries.
that, it should be all good. I'm just doing the things now.
Well, looking at the moment, Dan is just started his flying lap. Now, the tyre strategy expecting for the race, if you guys can let us know if it is, just confirm if it is going to be a dry one. But it should be soft. So, obviously, all the guys will be qualifying on their soft tyres. The top 10 will have to start on the tyre that they set the fastest lap time on. Everyone else outside the top 10, of course, will have a free choice of tyre, and that will be a brand new tyre as well to choose from. Most probably will be the soft to medium. There might be some guys who go on to start on the mediums. Don't expect anyone really to be starting on the hard. That tyre isn't competitive, and you don't need it. You can easily make it sort of work with a soft and a medium tyre.
Yeah, happily you took over that for me. I'm back now. Should be all good and going on the way. I'm currently on board with Dan as he goes through Ascari, talking about that corner. I don't want to put any commentator's curse on anybody whatsoever. But how many victims are we gonna see around Ascari? Because I think it will be a very dangerous corner.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a corner, particularly when those tyres are getting towards the end of their life and at the very beginning of the race, when the cars are at their heaviest. It's a tricky corner trying to make a car which is low on downforce, remember, to quickly turn left, right, then left. And those curves are unforgiving as well. It can be really tricky. So yeah, I'm expecting some.
Yeah, I think it will probably be the only corner where people will crash, unless they of course collide with other drivers. Other than that, it's not a track where it's most likely to get any safety cars on. I don't want to say that too early on into this stream, because you never know, of course, but I'm not gonna now we will see 5 safety cars coming out, but yeah, I'm not expecting those safety cars will be pure pace for the drivers around here. They have to show what they got, and with the slipstream and the DRS being as effective as it is around here, as we have Chaos Milesies, is that Ascari? No, it isn't. It's coming out of Lesmo 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that is interesting. Let's see, go on board with KV. There's yellow through Lesmo 1, as you should be seeing him in the wall on the right hand side. He probably clipped it on the grass, and that's an early end of his qualifying.
Yeah, unbelievable. Easy to do. Maybe he was on an outlap. Either an outlap or a hot lap, but yeah, like you said, either got a little bit too deep and lost the rear end, or lost the rear end maybe earlier in the corner and couldn't save it. But KV, he is on a fastest second sector, purple second sector, looking close to be against his teammate Musa.
KV now going through Parabolica and onto the start-finish straight. He's got some ERS left, he's burning it all now onto the start-finish line, as it is 119.9, 7 thousandths of a second in front of his teammate. Absolute class from both Mercedes drivers, where the Ferrari drivers have to perform on their home Grand Prix.
Ricky is on an outlap, so he's yet to set a flying lap, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in his first attempt.
I'm on board now with Tichy as he managed Ascari and goes on to Parabolica right now on his flying lap. Let's see what the Ferrari driver can do. Does he have a special helmet for today's Grand Prix? I think he does. I know Stumpy has as well, so we take a look at that in a minute. Tichy takes pole position with 119.1. Now we go on to our other Ferrari with his special Italy helmet. Look at that, looks class. As he goes on to the end of sector 2 onto Ascari. How is he gonna manage that one? Clips the inside curb. Manages it really well. Onto the last corner, that is KV. He moves out of the way perfectly. Keeps it in 5th gear, surprisingly enough. Not for the extra rotation, going down to 4th gear. Stays in 5th, now up into 8th gear. ERS mode 4 is enabled, and it's enough to get in front of the both Mercedes. Not enough to get pole position for now. It's P2 for Stumpy.
Super close, super close. Again, those 4 runners, all apart from Tichy in 119.9s. Dan just behind as well, 120 dead. But Ricky, let's see what he can do. He's coming towards the end of the 2nd sector. And it's purple to 52.6 2nd sector. And it's looking real good for the Welshman going down the back straight. Just 1 corner to go, the Parabolica. He won't get slipstream from the Ferrari ahead of him. But it will also mean he doesn't get any dirty air around this Parabolica, which is always not the best of things. He doesn't understeer at all. He heads towards the line. It's going to be a 119.5. Ricky is on form. Wow.
Yeah, and Ricky loves this circuit. He's a massive Ferrari fan. Oh!
Matty Robbo's at 194. He does it by a couple of hundreds. And BBG as well. BBG 119.4.3. So, just saying, Ricky doing a stonker. Matty Robbo coming up with the goods right there. 119.4. 1-1. BBG P2 in the other racing point. And Ricky P3 for now. I think we've got Quali on our hands. We've got a hot one.
We got definitely a hot one.
Have we got confirmation of the weather? If you guys can let us know confirmation of the weather for the race. I'm guessing it's dry because I'm pretty sure people would say something in the chat room, but confirmation would be great. That is the first round done, I'd say, of quali runs. Most people, a few on out laps, but most people now heading to the pits. Just trying to see who is on the hot lap. Pure Blade's on a hot lap in the 1st sector. I'm trying to see if there's anyone ahead of him. It might be the other Williams. No, Sneaky Tom is on the out lap.
Justin on the outlap as well. He is now going to Parabolica, so he's about to start his lap time.
JJB's on hot lap. He's coming towards the line. And he goes to 13th now.
Back to Justin. Yeah, he's going to start his lap now. Let's see what the Dutchman can do. First chicane, really tricky braking zone. You need to get it absolutely perfectly, otherwise you will lock up and have to go straight on, and that will cost you some time. He's got I think that's a Renault in front of him. No, it's a Haas. Should be getting out of the way. It's Jay Prentice. He does brilliantly. Good job from Jay Prentice. Oh, a little bit of a moving back end there for the Red Bull, but it's all good. Going through Lesmo 1 and upcoming Lesmo 2. And onto the second DRS straight here at Monza. And let's see what the sector 2 is looking like. Is he on for an improvement? He is almost 0.4 of a second.
Brilliant job then. But yeah, the guy is super quick. Matty Robbo, in terms of how you think how close it was going to be, but Matty Robbo, BBG, Ricky, they've gone to another level. And I believe Matty's on out lap. I'm trying to see who is on the hot lap right now. Justin
puts in a 1:20.2. It's 0.3 per second between him and Saigate. The gaps are so close. Brilliant to see. Won't be happy about his lap time, definitely. We got Matty and BVG both on out laps. Tichy, I think, is on a flying lap. He is.
Yes.
Going for Lesmo 1 now. Let's see what the Ferrari driver can do as he goes up to the second DRS straight and the end of sector 2. Is he on for an improvement? Or is this a little bit of a disappointing lap? We will have to wait and see. For now it's a disappointing lap. He's 1.5 tenths down on his previous lap.
Yeah, too fast into Ascari there, and that's going to cost him time. I can imagine, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to pull in at the end of his lap if he's down. There'd be no point wasting an extra lap on these tyres. He's trying to get there. Yeah, B-pits, he obviously wasn't anywhere near. That's the good thing with Monza, you can decide really late, decide whether to abandon a lap or not. You don't really get that luxury most tracks. So he aborts that run.
Which is very understandable, waiting now for him to put in his final lap, going on board with his teammate as he's got some traffic in front of him by the name of Forza Fredo. Hopefully he doesn't get in his way, but for now it's actually perfect to get maybe a little bit of slipstream. I think this is brilliant. Forza Fredo backs off. I think it helped stump you a little bit, but he's in ERS mode 0, so I think he must have invalidated somewhere. Because this lap is not gonna count, so he has to go again, or he has to come into the pits. It's the second option. Stumpy goes into the pits, so we go on board with one of the front runners. It's Matty Robbo now, currently on pole position, going through last mode 2 and opening his DRS. Is he on for an improvement?
No, he's already invalidated. He invalidated on the first corner, unfortunately.
Invalidated first corner, fair enough. BVG.
Turned in too early.
Fair enough. BVG's behind him, and he is still on for a quick lap, I see. So let's see what the Racing Point can do.
It looks really tight. He's so much better for Ascari than when we looked at, and I was looking at Tichy a couple of moments ago. He gets a bit of slipstream from Matty Robbo, final turn. He's up in sector 2. This could be a new fastest lap. If he doesn't go too wide, he gets away with it. Crossing the line, it's a 1:19.1.
Big improvement from BVG. P1 for now by 0.3 of a second, and that's quite a gap to close down for the guys behind on this track. 0.3 is not what you gain easily. Really good lap from the Dutchman, and I think it's a Renault he's got behind him. Starting his lap now. This is Jay. He changed his name, so for the guys wondering if we have a new driver, no it's not. It's Jay who has changed his name. So going on to the end of sector 1 already, 4.5 tenths up. Looking good for the Renault.
Yeah, so far so good. Now first Lesmo trying to carry Spa. He's carried too much though.
And he almost did what I think Chaos did at the start of qualifying.
Yeah, that was a horrible Lesmo 1 and 2, trying to take too much speed, asking too much from the car, turned quite aggressively as well, and he just understeered well off the racing line.
Yep, he has given up on this one. Very understandable, but does he have time to come back in and do another lap? I think he does. I think he's lucky that he went out now and not a minute later, because otherwise it probably would have been possible. Let's see if there is someone behind on a lap. Mazza probably tried to go and put in a lap, or must have invalidated because he's in ERS mode 0. Raidcon is trying to improve. 3.5 tenths up he is, going through Ascari right now. It's looking good for the McLaren. Currently looking to get inside the top 5.
Yeah, brilliant job.
Let's see, through Parabolica now, ERS mode 4, low on fuel, low on ERS, but it's the end of the lap, so it doesn't matter. Once out of ERS now, comes into the pits. Well, he was on an improvement, and I don't think he's got time enough to put in on a lap, or he has to hurry up a lot.
I can't believe he's done that. I don't think he's have the time.
Weird call by Raidcon, but maybe it pays out at the end. You never know.
Yeah. Well, this is majority of people are now on final runs. Well, BVG's retired.
We missed then his lap completely, but he put in a 1:19.1, comes into the pits now. That's his qualifying over. But brilliant lap from Dan, as I heard from some rumors in the paddock that both Alphas look quick as well, and they're doing a brilliant job now being in P2 and P3, so well done to them. I think Alfa Romeo will definitely be happy with that result. And as everyone is now going to start their out laps and getting ready for their final opportunity in this qualifying session. I'm on board with Stumpy, 5/10, he's up on his lap time, looking to get at least P3 from Medi Robo, if not more. He goes up to the line. How big is the improvement gonna be? Oh, it's not. He probably invalidated and he won't have ERS and time to put in another lap.
No,
Is this qualifying over for Stumpy?
No, he did improve, but it just wasn't, and it was only 3/10. He was on a 1:19.9 before, and he went up to 1:19.6.
Fair enough.
So yeah, just out in the end. P5 for now. Oh, Tichy's had an off. Just joined him. Tichy had an off in the second chicane. Now going through the second Lesmo. It's looking a bit scrappy for Tichy so far. Trying to see who else. Ricky's trying to find a gap. Got to be quick because there's only about 35 seconds left. Don't leave it too late. It's cutting it fine. They'll just about make it home.
Tichy is lining up as well. He is gonna go again. Let's see, KV now. KV got past Tichy, running through Parabolica now. It's his final opportunity, and what is the Mercedes driver gonna do? Up to the line. P4 for KV. Good lap.
Wow. Matty Robbo's gone out of his lap. Ricky is... Oh! Ricky didn't make it, I don't think.
Oh, just.
Oh, he just made it. So Ricky will be the last one to set a lap time there. We got Sneaky Tom is on a lap. He just invalidated. Both Williams drivers go off. Oh, and he's just hit the tire wall. Who else have we got? I think it's Jay Prentice and Ricky then. Ricky's fastest first sector. He's a 10th up on his previous best. It's all down to him. Can he move BBG, his teammate, off the top of the leaderboard for this race? Coming straight after qualifying. He's coming towards the end of the Sector 2 line. What is it going to be? It's a personal best, but it's not the fastest. And he's invalidated. Ricky's gone too far in Ascari, so he's not going to improve his position, which means that BBG is going to start on pole with Dan on the front row.
Fair enough. Did your track map actually got red?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for me it doesn't, so that's probably why I couldn't see all those guys invalidating their lap times, because it just stayed the normal color for me. That's probably why. So people thinking that I'm high or something or on any drugs, it's definitely not the case. It's just me not getting the information I needed. Fair enough. All sorted then. This is your qualifying grid for today's race. BVG P1, Dan P2, Medirobo P3, Alfa Romeos will be very happy. KV P4, Ricky P5, Stumpy and Tichy, both rows P6 and P7, won't be happy with that one. And KV, knowing he's got the lead in this championship, will be pretty happy. Blades, brilliant, P8, Mazda P9, Raidcon P10, rounding off the top 10. And all those guys have to start on soft tires. Saigate P11, Justin P12, Jay P13, Jay Prentice P14, Foster Fredo P15, Kelswag P16, Milsey's P17, and Sneaky Tom rounding off the field. Both him and Chaos haven't been able to set a lap time. Yeah, surprisingly, but fair enough. It will be very interesting what the race will bring to us. Have we got confirmation about the weather?
No, I don't think we did. I did check during the session, but not as far as light cloud, I've been told by Matty. So a dry race it will be. But that turn one, for the start of the race, turn one, it's so narrow. It's so easy to get a bit of wing damage. I think it's always a case where you've got to go a bit more careful in those first couple of corners. But there's always people looking to try and take advantage. As of course it is dry, so no such issues for the tier 3 guys today.
I know for once Dan is happy about it being dry. He was not looking forward to any rain in this race, so that's good for him.
He can't blame us now. No excuses.
Once again, he's happy with us.
Yeah.
Although we can't really do anything, because if I had any chance of changing the weather, tier 2 wouldn't have had any rain. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Sneaky Tom being the naughty boy today, picking up once again a penalty point for pressing X too early. Oh, Blaze is already in with the prediction. Our tier 3, well, not only tier 3, almost every single race. We got him in the chat. Appreciate it, mate. He says Medi P1, Ricky P2 and KV P3. Fair enough. Get your predictions in the chat.
Yeah. And Rosa, he says rain tomorrow.
No, Rosa. No.
Can't wait to crash.
Yeah, that's what will happen if it rains.
Yeah.
Let's see, Justin is on mediums, Prentice mediums, Forza Fredo mediums, Kelswag mediums and Sneaky Tom mediums. The rest of the grid is all on the soft tire. Should be all good.
Yeah, so not too, well, it's a few people obviously going on the alternate strategy. I guess just saying they're going to be the quick ones towards the end. Normally this race doesn't have safety cars, it's rare. However, with Ascari and the Lesmos on heavy fuel loads, there's always that chance of a car losing the rear end and slowing into the barrier. There's not much runoff around this track unless you go off around this sort of section here on the outside, the Lesmos, and obviously Ascari during the first bit. But it's such a fast track and not the widest. Particularly with these cars, it does make it fascinating wheel-to-wheel action.
Yeah, definitely. It's a track which provides overtaking. We will see some great moves. You can either go around the outside, down the inside, where we had last week Hungary, where you don't expect people to make overtakes. We actually did get a few ones, so hopefully it's not the different way around where we don't see any overtakes around here. But we've got to wait and see.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a few. Obviously, DRS wise, we've got two zones around here. The main straight and between Lesmo 2 and the Ascari chicane. So yeah, bold predictions then. Ricky P1 from Strithium.
So there we go, lining up to the grid for round 9. It is, or 8. I'm lost now. Round 9, yes. 5 red lights. It's the glitch is gonna happen as always. BVG building up the reps, and away we go for the Italian Grand Prix. It's a good start from BVG, it's a good start from Dan. BVG immediately moves over to the right hand side, covers off Dan. It's both Alphas looking very hungry to take the position from the racing point. They both make a little bit of contact. Medi Robo has to cut a little bit of the chicane, which actually allows KV now to get past, and it did. Ooh, side by side going up to the second chicane, was gonna come out on top. KV not being able to hold on. Great defending from Medi Robo as he got onto the curb. And that's not the curb you want to touch. KV now taking P3 with Stumpy in P4. And look at the positions Medi Robo has lost, down to P11.
Oh, what a shame, Medi Robo. The problem with making one mistake in lap 1 Because you lose so many places. That's what's happened to him, and he's got a dogfight ahead of him in the hands of Jay, Cygate, and Blades. Oh god, they're all together. Blades side by side with the Toro Rosso, and they make contact. And there it hits. The Renault's hit. There's a few of them all, and then a Red Bull hits. The ghosting doesn't work. So a few people getting penalties there. Yeah, Blades, and I think it was
Virtual safety car is out. Are people gonna go for some bold strategy moves? The top of the field stays out. Maybe this is the time for Medi Robo, if he picked up any damage, to maybe make a pit stop. We'll see some runners at the back of the grid definitely making some pit stops. It's Jay coming in, it's Justin coming in. Pure Blade stays out. And Tichy, last place for him on Ferrari's home Grand Prix, home soil. This is not what you want as you're trying to get the Constructors title wrapped up. Hard tires are gonna go on to the Ferrari, new front wing. And let's see what he can do from the back of the grid. Of course he won't get hurt as much because of the virtual safety car, but it's not an ideal start of the race.
Yeah, and we're green once again. So it's BVG from Dan, KV 2 seconds back, Stumpy right behind him, Ricky, Muzza and Cygate. So going a bit deep there in second Nesmo. Cygate's going to get a good run. Quite close enough. But Mate Robbo now, with all that chaos, he was able to avoid the melees ahead of him, so he's into P9 now. At the end of the world, he's got Raidcon ahead of him. If he's got the pace, he should be able to make his way past.
Yeah, let's use an ERS mode 4. He's pushing to get close to the McLaren to maybe even think about the move going down into turn 1. He got a brilliant parabolica. Raikkonen was struggling in there. Well, Raikkonen got a better exit. I think we've got a battle up ahead as well between Mazza and Cygate. Cygate is looking really close to Mazza. Is he gonna go down the inside? No, he has got to move. And it's not enough. Mazza defends really well. So Cygate has to stay P7 for now. When the Robo already picks up 3 seconds, it's not gonna benefit his race. Oh, and we got battles on the back of the field. Is Forza Fredo and Kelsweg going side by side as Chaos has to cut turn 1. He went straight on the chicane. Oh, Sneaky Tom got past Prentice. Forza Fredo now has to go around the outside. Has to cut a little bit of the chicane. Oh, Kelsweg onto the gravel. But it's all good, no damage I think for all of the guys.
Yeah, Fredo, I feel like he went a bit, he obviously went off the track and came back on. And
it's sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, it was Jay getting onto the gravel coming out of the first chicane. Tichy had to avoid him, and that actually allowed Justin to make a double overtake. So instead of Tichy now having clean air, it's Tichy now behind the Red Bull of Justin. That was very close for Tichy. He almost lost his wing for the second time this race.
Well, Tichy, he's the only one to have chose the hard out of those guys with wing damage. So he is noticeably a lot slower. So I think it's going to be a lonely race for Tichy.
Yeah, he's probably trying to make the one-stop work, but I don't think that's going to happen. And in that case, he probably should have gone on to the medium tires, but we've got to wait and see. At this point, we've got a battle for P10 on our hands between Sneaky Tom and Jay Prentice. Jay Prentice goes round the outside and get past Sneaky Tom again.
Look at this, Mate Robbo's got 3 cars ahead of him. He's going to have a look past Raikon. And now he's going to try and go around the outside. Cygate, he does! Oh, unbelievable. He might have got...
no, Cygate closes the door.
Yeah, fair play. Mate does get 1 move though, so he's up into P8. Definitely got the pace. And he wants to make these moves now because Muzza is 3 seconds. He's getting dropped from Ricky, and he wants to sort of stay with that group. Yeah,
Ricky is pulling away from Mazza. BVG, his teammate, is pulling away from Dan. Look at the gap, 2.8 seconds already. As KV is struggling to stay within that 1 second window, which actually is allowing Stumpy to maybe make an overtake down into turn 1. KV now, is he gonna be close enough to get slipstream? He needs to have the best parabolica possible. 8 tenths is the gap, is it enough?
No, he's outside.
The DRS line is there.
Yes.
Is it enough? No, it's not. No DRS, so this is actually the chance for Stumpy to whip DRS and ERS Mod 4 enabled, get past KV, he's closing in the Ferrari, down into turn 1. Is he gonna go for the move? No, he's not. He thinks better of it, and he actually stays in P4, so this is a chance for KV to close in even more, and to get DRS from the back of Dan. And he moves further down the grid, Medi Robo closed in on Mazza, and Cygate got past Mazza, so it's Cygate now up into P6, and it's Medi Robo going down around the outside of Mazza. Oh, onto the cross!
He's still there though. This would be unreal. He's down the inside, and Muzza's still there, but Muzza's fair play. And Raycon's going to take advantage. The Raycon moves up into P8. A great battling, and another good position for Matty Robbo. Yellows. Oh, I think a Ferrari's gone off. Oh, Stumpy went off. Stumpy went off in the second Lesmo. So Stumpy's only just ahead of Cygate now. Incredible. And KV. KV's just been overtaken by Ricky.
Did Stumpy and KV make contact maybe? Because KV lost out of position, Stumpy lost out big time.
Yeah.
I think they must have made contact with each other. But yeah, they actually allowed Ricky now up into P3, but I think KV is gonna come back at him with DRS and ERS enable. Should be an easy move for the Mercedes. Let's wait and see what he is gonna do. Yeah, already moves down the inside, and I think that's gonna be job done, which it is. Job done for KV,
Cygate.
back up into P3.
Ooh, Cygate and the Ferrari of Stumpy. Brilliant move by Cygate. Had so much more confidence under braking in the first chicane. So Cygate snap into P5.
KV is loving this because KV is leading Stumpy by only a couple of points. So this is music to his ears. Cygate overtaking Stumpy as they're pulling away from Medi Robo behind. Let's see, because of the new telemetry settings, I can actually check if these guys got damage. It doesn't look like it for Stumpy, so he should be all good. And Medi Robo is clean as well, so no wing damage for all of those guys. As Mazza went into the pits and changed his front wing, so crucial for Mazza. So he lost out big time, but that's because of a wing change on hard tires. He is gonna go till the end of the race, 100%.
Yeah. So Matty's lost it! He's in the wall!
We saw it in the background. Ascari.
Yeah. That's gonna be a safety
car. Safety car out.
And this saves the Ferrari of Tichy, Justin, Muzza, Pure Blades.
BVG is in. He made full use of that. And it's the medium tires ready. Ooh, surprising move. And then stays out. Then stays out. Interesting.
I think that's a mistake. But, yeah, everyone going on the mediums. Maybe he's thinking he wants to be on the...
Is he? I think he's gambling on another safety car. But actually look at this, because now Jay Prentice and Sneaky Tom are up to P2 and P3, and BVG is behind those guys. So this is maybe the chance for Dan to pull away and get a gap between himself and BVG. I think that's probably where he's hoping for, because all of the guys behind are on fresh tires, except of Jay Prentice, Sneaky Tom, and Justin, Tichy and Jay, but they're on sort of fresh tires as well.
Well, pitting for mediums on this lap, it's doable, isn't it? You can get to the end. It's, I mean, it's hard, but...
It's questionable. I don't know what to think about this one. Weird situation. Because are those mediums gonna make it? Seeing all those guys go on to the mediums, you should think so.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. The tyres will be at the end of their life, definitely. It's gonna be very tricky at the end with some guys. I mean, the hard runners, like Fredo, Muzza, Chaos, Tichy. I mean, if I was Tichy, I would have gone on to...
mediums.
Yeah.
Well, he can still do so. He's got a big enough gap to the Renault behind. And the safety car is not coming in this lap, so they should be all good to still make a pit stop. If I was Tichy, I definitely would go on to the mediums, but that's of course his choice. Maybe he's gambling on going to the end on those hards. It's definitely helping these laps behind the safety car if you want to make it till the end. Other than that, no big surprises. I had Stumpy in P8, KV in P5. That's a big gap. And Tichy is in.
So
He listened to us. Good job, Tichy. Always good to listen to the Tier 3 commentators. Good advice.
Yeah, absolutely. And those yellow wall tyres are there waiting.
Yep, yellow wall tyres on the car, and he's ready to go. Actually, this allows me to take you guys through with the standings for the Tier 3 guys. If you want to check out the standings for yourself, you can always go on to our brilliant new website, which we released today. A little bit of a plug, don't mind me if I do. We've got a brilliant new website, usable for both phone and computer, so yeah, now it's just brilliant to go on to the website and check out the standings yourself. If you do so and you go on to the EU3, you can see that KV is leading the championship by only 2 points, 122 for KV and 120 points for Stumpy. Big gap down to P3 Tichy, and he's currently down in P16, not having the race of his life at this point. So KV can do a brilliant job for the driver standings if it stays like this.
Absolutely. So I'm expecting the safety car to come in this lap. Expecting the sign to come up any second now.
Now I think it stays out a little bit longer, because otherwise we would have seen it at the end of sector 2 that he would have come in. So I think he will stay out for another lap. Stumpy left!
Oh, he's lost
Oh
connection.
no! Does that allow Raidcon to get past? Let's see. I think Raidcon still, so Stumpy's got time to come back. He should be having enough invites to join back. Maybe you, Lewis, can invite him. Yeah. Should be doable. Other than that, we got some guys in the chat giving shoutouts to Roland for the website. Yeah, all credits to Roland Profodes in the chat, because he did an absolutely amazing job on the website. Well done to him. Ross is in the chat. Might dive bomb the Merc. That rhymes with. What are you talking about, Rosa? Rosa is on steroids. Let's see, haven't seen Stumpy joining back. So it's not looking good for the Ferrari at this point. Dan is still leading the way, warming up his tires, or at least making sure those softs stay up to temperature. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what Jay Prince and Sneaky Tom can do on those Warns mediums. How long are they gonna be able to stay, or how long will BVG stay behind those guys? Safety car in this lap, as we predicted. Everyone has got connected to the big train that Dan is leading at this point. Hopefully everyone has bought his ticket, and we should be getting on the way very shortly. We go on board with our Alfa Romeo leading the way, as we see Stumpy still not being in his car.
Yeah, it's not
looking good. Let's see, it's the safety car coming out of Parabolica now, as Dan is holding up the field. Look at this, quite an interesting view. You don't see it a lot with F1. When is Dan gonna go? It's go time now. Good restart from the Alfa Romeo. He's not done it a lot, but he's done it perfectly now. Sneaky Tom onto the grass. That's allowing BVG now to get past. Oh, look at Jay Prentice.
Yeah.
Already side by side. Has to go the long way around, but it will turn on to the inside for the next turn. But then brakes very late. Late enough to hold on, parks the bus on the apex. Sneaky Tom got the position from BVG back. And I think Dan should be able to hold on to P1, or is Jay Prentice gonna come back at him? Ooh, Jay Prentice now has the inside, brakes late. Dan has to go, oh, he holds it around the outside. Jay Prentice shuts the door. Dan has to cut the chicane. And that actually allows Sneaky Tom to get past. Is Dan allowed to hold that move? I don't think he got an illegal overtake for that one. So it's still Dan leading the way. In front of Sneaky Tom now. Jay Prentice P3 and BVG P4. KV P5 and Sergey got past Ricky.
This is the mistake from Dan, unless there's another safety car right now, because those softs are not big enough. Like, he's not really got the advantage. Jay Prentice all over the back of Sneaky Tom. BVG has to be careful, he doesn't get involved. And these two battling it out. Oh, BVG brakes hard. He hits the car of Williams, and then the Mercedes gets hit as well. Oh, it's chaos. There's a massive accident. Massive, loads of cars involved in that. And that is exactly what Dan needed. BVG just went, that move was never on. He broke so late and tried getting past the Williams of Sneaky Tom, but because they were right there, he then hit the other driver.
And look at this. It's KV having to double stack behind his teammate, changing his front wing. And it's Tichy and Stampy being in P11 and P12. It's a disaster for the championship leaders. And this is exactly like you said, the chance for Dan to pull. This is what he needed. This is all he needed.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, in the end, like BVG, it was a move that never was going to work. He had two cars battling themselves. He just had to wait for the next corner. I think either he didn't mean to do it, or there's a spin.
Oh, it's Blades. Blades is off, coming out of last mode 2. What is going on? No, he's still good to go. 3-second time penalty for Ricky. It's kicking off now here at Monza.
Yeah, this reminds me of the Hungaro ring pilot. Stumpy's finally managed to get back in,
and Dan is in.
Stumpy's got a favour. Stumpy, you'll be shocked that he's still P11 right now.
He probably saved himself by not getting hold of his car earlier. Because otherwise he probably would have been caught up in that incident. For now, he ghosted through all of it because of the disconnect. And it actually allowed him to rejoin in P12 without any damage. Then rejoining on track. And will be doing that probably behind Pure Blades. Which he does. So it's P13 for Dan on mediums. And it's backup time now. Pure Blades runs deep into turn 1. Allowing Dan to get past, trying to manage the chicane. Which, fair enough, he saved himself a lot of time by avoiding it. Enough time to get the time you gained back. And it's all good now.
Briefly yellow, but yeah, so the thing is now Dan, he had the best gift possible in a massive pile up on the final corner, but now he's got to make it work because he's going to have tyres that are at least 5 laps fresher or 4 laps fresher than his competitors are. Might not really make much difference right now, but will, particularly towards the end of the race. Is it going to be enough? Looking at the gap, he's 22 seconds behind Sneaky Tom. Sneaky Tom needs to pit. Raidcon at the moment is inheriting the overall race win. Because he is, I mean, he's lucky. Ricky is in the driving seat as well, to be fair. There's still battling going on between Chaos and Tichy as Blades retired. Safety car's out. Oh, Dan is going to be good.
Ascari, we've got another victim. It's Mehdi and Pure Blades losing it at Ascari.
Yeah, and there's a load of guys pitting. Chaos, Tichy, Kelster. I guess they're going to go for mediums again. Oh, and they're double stacking at Red Bull.
It's at least then already up to P7. But is he going to get in front of those other guys?
Tichy has to put hards on though. Oh, disaster. Tichy's got no mediums, so Tichy's back on the hards again. All these guys are because they don't have any mediums left.
Softs won't make it.
I mean, for Dan, this still works, I suppose, because this is even better for him, because now he doesn't have a 22-second gap. But he has the freshest tyres, along with Chaos
Yep.
Chaos behind him has got fresh tyres, but Muzza's got 2-lap old mediums. But yeah, it's all this race is so topsy-turvy. It's
unbelievable.
Hungary. You jinxed it. You jinxed it.
Yeah, sorry, this is all my fault. Yeah, by the way, talking about jinxing, we had Blaze in the chat saying that asking we had to curse tomorrow, and Elp was putting in my name. Can we please not do that, Blaze? Can you just stay quiet for the whole stream tomorrow? Because that's definitely not what you want. You already caused enough chaos today. So let's just all be peaceful and happy and watch the race with a little bit of popcorn or some other snack. Get yourself a drink and all be peaceful.
Ricky's pitting.
Sneaky Tom as well. Always softs for Sneaky Tom. No way he is gambling on going to the end.
Alps put in the chat, I would pit for softs if I was Sneaky Tom. I'm the same with you, like, I think that's pushing it far. I know the car's like, oh, Ricky is taking the advantage now, getting his wing changed. But Raycon is going to be inheriting the race lead, he has in fact. Stumpy is now P3. For a guy that missed a quarter of the race, that's not bad going. Jay is P2. Sneaky Tom P4. Dan P5. So Dan is in a great position now. After he took the gamble.
It worked.
And it worked.
Perfectly. Like I said during the first safety car, sorry. He was gambling on a second one. He got it. He's in P5, freshest tires out of all of them except the Sneaky Tom on those softs, and he's looking on for a brilliant result. Little shout out as well to IGK Ens. He is in the chat and listening as well. We've got his great website where you can see all the info. I can give you guys a little bit of a fuel situation as well. Raidcon is on 0.2 fuel. Don't have the information about Jay and Stumpy. Sneaky Tom has 2.3 extra laps of fuel, then 3.3 laps extra fuel, so he can push the absolute limit out of that Alpha to get past the guys in front, and Raidcon needs to save as much as possible during this safety car.
So there's a few people gambling on softs at this stage. Sneaky Tom, obviously the higher profile guy in P4, expect him to get through the top 3 with relative ease, because you've got Stumpy on 7-lap mediums, Jay on 7-lap on hards, and Raycon on 7-lap on mediums. So expect Sneaky Tom to get the lead early on, as long as he avoids making any contact or going off. But can he hold it on? And my spider senses tell me, I think he's going to struggle in those last 5 laps. I think it's going to be tougher. Oh, Dan almost goes to the back of the Williams there, and Sidegate as well taking Forza avoiding action there. It's going to be it's going to be tricky for.
Look at Tichy, by the way. He's going to come back into the pits again to get his mediums back.
He's got softs. Tichy's gone softs.
Oh, Tichy got softs.
Yeah. So these guys are all gambling. They will be dead at the end. I mean,
to be honest,
it's going to be 13 laps.
If Sneaky Tom pushes this one off, I'm going to call it the strategy call of the season so far.
Yeah.
Because I definitely wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't expect it to work. But if it works, it's absolutely brilliant.
It's super close. I mean, Ascari is going to be super tricky in those last couple of laps with those softs. Especially when you'd think you'd be losing time hand over fist towards the end. I still think Dan is in the hot seat because the guys up the top 3 at the moment, they had to pit. They obviously pitted early because they adapted to that early safety car. It's still a little bit early. Those mediums are going to be struggling as well towards the end. It's Dan and Fredo and Chaos. It's guys from P5 below who are in the driving seat who have got the safe strategies. The guys from 1st to 4th, it'll be very interesting to see if they can hold on to those positions.
Yeah, 100% safety car in this lap, as it's gonna kick off once again for the 2nd time in this race, or actually 3rd time if you count the start as well, with now Raidcon leading the way in front of Jay, in front of Stumpy, who's got his connection back again. When is Raidcon gonna go? He's waiting. He's still waiting. He's still waiting. And he's going now. It's green, green, green. Let's go racing, boys. There we go, onto the start finish straight. Is Raidcon leading the way in front of Jay, and Stumpy has to defend from Sneaky Tom already. Sneaky Tom gonna go for the move down the inside. He's closing in a lot. Is he gonna go for the move?
Renault.
No,
That's
he's not.
And you got all the guys here. Ricky's involved with this. He gets held up by Chaos. And Ricky actually lost a few places. Ricky now down to P11. He's behind his teammate. Terrible restart for Ricky there.
Not a good restart for Ricky, like you said, and now he's under pressure from Justin behind. Oh, it's Kel's swag, and BVG has to cut as well. Oh my days, what's going on? It's actually Millsy's Chaos that went straight on to the second chicane. He came out just in front of Tichy as well. Tichy is not having a very good race. He's been very unlucky. Sneaky Tom. Is he gonna go for the move down instead of Stumpy? No, he's not. Raidcon is pulling away though. Look at the gap he already put, 1.3 seconds. That's insane.
Yeah. Jay's on hards. Jay's on 9-lap-old hards. He's on a slow tyre. This is music to his ears. Stumpy has to react because Sneaky Tom has got so much more grip. He's down the inside. Dan has been careful so far, giving a gap to the top 3 ahead. Top 4 rather. But here comes Sneaky Tom once again.
Brilliant helicopter view. This is exactly what we needed, Codemasters. Get in. It's Sneaky Tom now, making a move down the inside. Stumpy gets boxed in between the Renault and the Williams. He can't do anything, he can't brake late. And that actually allows Sneaky Tom to get P3 in this race as Jay Prentice puts in the fast lap of the race. Sneaky Tom with a brilliant exit. Is he gonna go for the double move? 2 moves in 2 corners. It looks like it. Does he have enough?
So much more grip. Surely he will outbrake the Renault. Oh,
no.
he didn't brake late enough.
He managed it. P2 for Sneaky Tom.
Yeah, he was careful, lucky there, and now the Ferrari's having a look as well. And Dan's caught right up with them again. Yeah, those hard tyres of Jay are going to really struggle to keep these guys behind. Fredo looking good as well, lurking in the background. DRS not activated yet. It won't be activated till the next lap. This is purely on your race pace down this straight, and the Ferrari's down the inside. Nope, decides against it. Thinking about that DRS zone.
Oh,
Dan.
Sneaky Tom went wide at Ascari, all good, didn't lose the car. But it definitely lost him some time. He already gained on Raidcon, but now lost it all again. So that's all the hard work for nothing. Dan!
What a move!
He's actually showing BVG how it's done.
Yeah.
Down the inside. No, it's 3 wide.
Oh no. And there's no DRS either.
Oh, Dan, watch out. Oh, he's gonna get boxed in! Oh, it's such a Fredo!
Oh, Fredo! Fredo's retired. Is that going to be another safety car?
Virtual.
It's a virtual safety car. Oh, unlucky from Fredo.
Yeah, that was... Yeah. You saw it coming. That's the negative part about this one. You just knew it wasn't gonna end well. And it didn't. For Forza Fredo, who was having a brilliant race, is now on the start-finish straight with 3 tyres.
Now look at this, BVG is right up on the back of Dan. BVG's had a cracking restart. Obviously, he did have the pace overall today, and he is showing it now right on the back. Thankfully, Dan has got DRS. BVG has got some straight line speed.
It's a big gap between Massa and Ricky. There must be something wrong with Ricky, because it doesn't look right for the racing point. We know he's struggling with his pedals because he can't brake properly. He can't brake 100%.
Yeah, he's got wing damage.
Oh, right hand side. Fair enough. Yeah, that's not gonna help your race, is it?
No. Ooh,
Well, yeah, focusing on bigger things now. It's the battle for P3 effectively, but also for P5 because it's BVG getting past Dan. Dan brakes late. Is it too late? It is too late!
It's in the back of the Ferrari.
Oh no. He's waiting.
Yeah.
He's waiting for Stumpy. Fair enough, because he picked up wing damage. Let Stumpy go through. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those so easy to do with the low downforce, focusing on trying to keep his position because he knew how important BBG was behind him. But unfortunately, it's so easy to bring out a little bit later on these lower downforce tracks. It just feels so clumsy. It looks it, but it's not. It's just so fine, the margins. And BBG now has a great chance looking to get past Jay with ease. Sneaky Tom, meanwhile, has caught up the back of Raycon.
Sneaky Tom is looking very quick at this point in the race on those soft tires, doing a brilliant job. Of course, Raycon 12 lap old mediums, we have to take that up in mind, but for now Sneaky Tom is looking to get a P1 in this race. DRS will be enabled and DRS is open now. DRS mode 4 enabled, should be job done for the Williams before the braking zone, which it is. It's Sneaky Tom now leading the way here in Italy in the Williams, and seeing his pace, I think he's gonna pull away and drive this one home.
Well, it's going to be crucial these next 5 laps. I would have thought in these next 5 laps you still have an advantage on those tyres. So it's close, but I think, yeah, you're right. I think it's still 8 laps to go, 7 and a bit. But the longer this goes on, if he can pull away a big enough gap, surely, yeah, he is in this. He's in it. He's in with a great chance of a shock win for the Williams driver.
Yep, focusing a little bit on the championship battle. It's KV in P11 who is leading the championship, Stumpy P6. So for now, Stumpy takes back the lead in the Tier 3 championship. Oh, Jay! Almost lost that Ascari. It's Mazza now taking advantage of it. Mazza taking P4 in this race as Milzies picks up 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Pen situation for top 5 is being asked in the chat. So Lewis, could you be handsome and giving us that information, please?
Yes. So we have got.
Ooh, Mazza clipped a little bit on the curb. Jay got distracted by it, and now Stumpy. Is Stumpy gonna go for the move down into the second chicane? Turn 3. Oh, it's Jay actually going around the outside of Mazza. Is he gonna make it work? He is gonna make it work. Brilliant move from Jay, and now Stumpy, because of the bad exit from Mazza, is gonna take P5. He is gonna take P5. Brilliant job by reacting from Stumpy there. That's a smart move, smart play from the Ferrari. And it's time to catch up back to the Renault again. It's unfortunate from Mazza, but great move from Stumpy.
Now, I don't know if BBG's got a 5-second time penalty on lap 10. I don't know whether he took that in the pit stops. Or he might have done under the safety car. Sneaky Tom doesn't have any penalties. Raidcon, I'll just check again with Raidcon. I think Raidcon is okay as well. Just confirm.
Oh, by the way, BVG making a move down inside of Raidcon. And he makes the move stick. It's BVG up to P2 with only a 2.1 second gap to Tom. Don't think Tom is gonna hold on. Stumpy made a move, by the way, on Jay for P4 in this race.
Well, again, so Sneaky Tom doesn't have any penalties. BBG has got 3 seconds just now.
Yep.
And he did get a time penalty, but I'm pretty sure. Well, that was on lap 10, and he pitted on that lap, so I think he's taken his time penalty, but he does have 3 seconds now, so this does help Sneaky Tom. As long as he doesn't get any penalties, he's effectively got. I mean, BBG is rapidly catching him in, so you know, I think BBG might still be able to even get to him and then pull away. It's quite a lot of time taken out already on this lap.
Yes, BBG is flying. Stitchy over to Gricky for the final point in this race. We got a big DRS train from P4 onwards. to P13 Kelseswag, who just lost out. So it's Ricky, the last one in the train, with Jay Prentice now fighting for P11. Both got DRS, and I think Jay Prentice will make use of this one because Ricky has got wing damage as well. We need to remember. Oh, it's KV running wide and deep into the chicane. KV gets 3 seconds for it. Oh, this is not helping his race.
Yeah, unfortunately, this has been a race to forget for the championship contenders. It's been not the best of races at all.
No, this should have been the race where either one of them is picking up some big points. Luckily for both of them, they don't. And it's still going to be very interesting. Although Stumpy with that P4 is doing a really good job, knowing that KV is down in P12. Arbar in the chat, softs are going off. Softs are going off indeed. It's BVG, 2 tenths behind Sneaky Tom. And knowing BVG, he is going to go for the move down into turn 1 after they pass the start-finish straight. Here they go. Going and entering lap 24 out of 27. BVG already going down inside. Both Dutchies fighting for P1 in this race, as BVG is taking P1. And I think Sneaky Tom has to say goodbye and is not gonna see BVG back again. Although, oh, look at this, Jay fighting to hold on to P6, had to cut the chicane, then is now fighting with Saige. It's kicking off now for the final points in this race. P6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 all together in one shot.
Yeah, well, we've got, obviously BVG's got a 3-second time penalty, so he's got enough laps to pull away, I'd say, as long as he doesn't get any more penalties.
Oh, look at this. Tichy going for a double move. Oh, it got clipped.
And he's got the wall. And that completes his
it's disastrous race. Yeah. Oh, Ricky KV.
Oh,
it's no wing for KV. It's no wing for KV. I saw it in the background.
I mean, I don't think anyone's going to pit.
We're gonna have so many incidents for today's race. Oh no. We put a message in before this race week where we asked the guys to be a little bit more clean. Just try safe. Well, they've shown the opposite today. Oh my days. Roger safety car is over, KV is in.
It falls on deaf ears, doesn't it? It's racing. Racing. It's racing. It happens in the real racing world as well.
Yeah, Alp in the chat, racing or ping pong? Well, I'm watching a ping pong game at the moment. Don't know what you guys are watching, but definitely not an F1 race. It's Chaos, KV, Tichy into the pits. All soft tires. They will go for fast lap of this race. BVG already 1.5 seconds clear of Sneaky Tom. BVG, of course, with that 3-second time penalty, he needs to pull away as much as possible to prevent Sneaky Tom taking P1 on penalties. Other than that, I think the battle we need to focus on next is the battle between Saige and Jay Prentice. We saw Dan picking up some gravel. That's definitely not going to help his case of pulling away from the Toro Rosso behind.
Yeah, great battle. Oh, yellow's in sector 3. Who's Sneaky Tom? Is it? Oh no, it's...
Yeah, it is.
Sneaky Tom. Sneaky Tom's had an off and he's got wing damage. Those softs, and that's what I'm saying. Those softs in Ascari get very tricky. And that's a blow, so he had a chance of winning this race still with the penalties. And that's been thrown away with 2 to go. And that puts Raycon back into P2, just ahead of Stumpy.
Is Sneaky Tom gonna come back? I think he is. With DRS. Oh, brakes late.
Oh,
they make contact.
Stumpy.
Oh no.
Oh, that's clumsy. That is clumsy. And now the Mercedes and Muzz is going to get through. And in the background as well, you got a Toro Rosso and a Haas side by side of each other. I think that's
they're inside each other.
Yeah, they're inside each other.
18 plus content. Make sure you're not adult.
Ooh, Dan and Stumpy still battling out.
Oh,
Stumpy will be livid. Obviously, he should never have had that issue with Sneaky Tom. Sneaky Tom now somehow back into P3 with those worn softs and that front wing damage.
yeah, and Dan is now really close to Stumpy again.
Yeah, well that's because Stumpy went off with Sneaky Tom. Muzza has 3 seconds now. I don't know who's going to get this P3, I think... Oh, Muzza's off!
Oh, Muzza! No way.
Muzza's crashed!
Ascari.
It's not going to be a safety car, but... he lost the rear end, snapped, and it went into the wall. So we got Muzza off. Muzza out of the race. The top normal contenders, BVG and Raycon, then P2, Sneaky Tom P3, and Sneaky Tom's got a bit of daylight now, obviously, with Muzza crashing.
Yeah, last lap of this race, Stumpy needs to hold on for that P4 at least, if he wants to gain some points on KV. For now, he will take back the lead in this championship because KV is down in P12, having a disastrous race together with Tichy. It's Ferrari and Mercedes not scoring a lot of points, together with Alpha, to be honest. Only Dan scoring some points where Matty Robber was looking very promising. Stumpy, 6/10 behind Sneaky Tom with DRS now. It's gonna get very interesting for that last pony spot, knowing what has happened 2 laps ago. I don't think Stumpy is gonna leave it.
Yeah, BVG though, he has been another level. And Dan gets a penalty. That could be crucial towards the end. Dan and Stumpy side by side, but BVG's come around the final corner.
He's gonna take victory here at Monza. Raidco taking P2.
Dan's down the inside. They make contact around Parabolica. I think Dan's gonna have it. Raycon second, Sneaky Tom third, Dan fourth.
Takes him. Jay Prentice on penalties, P4.
Oh wow. Yeah, you got Stumpy P6 in the end, Kelster in 7th, Saiga 8th, Ricky 9th, Jay 10th. And if you would say there's only 14 finishers and Tichy and KV would finish 12th and 13th before this race, you would have thought there was something wrong with them. But that is where they're going to finish.
Is KV going to get fastest lap? He is not. Stays P12, Tichy got fastest lap. And rounds off today's race. My days. Where you were thinking that Hungary was crazy, Monza shows up.
Yeah. What an incredible race. So yeah, BVG in the end with the win. Raycon second, Sneaky Tom looked like he wasn't going to be on the podium after obviously he had wing damage towards the end. But no, takes a well-deserved P3.
2 Dutchies on the podium. As we're gonna invite them for the interviews. Don't know whether they're gonna join, yes or no. Got to wait and see. So here we have it. PVG P1, Raidcon P2, Sneaky Tom P3, Jay Prentice P4, Dan P5, Stumpy P6, Kelswag P7, Saike P8, Ricky P9 and Jay taking the final point in this race. Justin P11, KV P12, won't be happy, Tichy P13, won't be happy, Chaos P14, and then we got the guys who retired, Mazza, Fredo, Blades and Matty Robbo. As we have, I think it's Tichy with a 121.6 taking the fastest lap, which he does indeed in this race. Won't get a point because he didn't finish inside the top 10. Fair enough, he still got it. As I'm gonna invite these guys to the commentary box, as we want to hear their opinions about this race, because it's definitely something to talk about.
Was Sneaky Tom obviously almost had a perfect race, but obviously did hit the wall. He could have done better, and obviously there's contact with Sygate at the end. Stumpy was a bit clumsy, but Raycon kept out of trouble. did his race, and had a really good P2 in the end.
Yep, definitely. Didn't expect those guys to be up there. We saw BVG having some good pace in quali as well, so we sort of expected him, but definitely not Raidcon and Sneaky Tom. I saw Sneaky Tom join in the commentary box already. Don't know about BVG and Raidcon. Raidcon should be able to join as well. Yeah, Catch the Driver of the Day votes in. I see some people indeed with Tom. I see some guys for Raidcon. Blaze in the chat with a comment: does PVG deserve the win after what he's done? Of course, he caused the first safety car with that big pile up. Or was it? No, he caused the second safety car, did he?
The second, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that was really questionable. Raidcon, join the commentary box now. I don't think BVG is gonna join. Both you guys, please make sure your audio is allowed to be shared, so you guys are actually be hearable on stream for the guys still watching. And we can start with the interviews very shortly. So, with the audio on, allowed to be shared, Tom, we're gonna start off with you. First podium, I think, in Contest of Speed, taking P3. We're leading at some point, probably hoping to stay in P1, but the soft tires were gonna go off, was it?
Yeah, I got some, like in lap 26, I think I managed to hit the wall, so that was not really pleasant. I got damage of that, and then got a little tangle with Stumpy, I think, but yeah, I don't think really I was at fault there, but we'll see. And yeah, I'm really glad with the P3 for now, so yeah, good race.
Yeah, those softs were going off, and at the last lap, Stumpy with the RS came really close. Were you thinking about losing that P3, or were you quite secure of getting the podium position at the end?
No, I thought I lost it there, but yeah, especially after the crash head into the wall. So, but
yeah, that really didn't help. But at the end, you still managed to get P3. So yeah, from last of the grid taking P3, a brilliant result. Really well done, mate. Congratulations on the podium.
Thanks.
Moving on to our P2 Raidcon. Really well done as well with those mediums holding on. Only BVG having to lap past. Happy about the P2 or disappointed that it hasn't been at P1?
I'm not happy about, what was it, the second safety car. I thought maybe, I could get away with the win, and then after the second safety car, he came through and I couldn't keep up. So, but you know what? I'm happy and disappointed because it was like being in a mafia movie, dodging all those bullets, bro. So much stuff happened. So much stuff happened in that race. I gotta look back,
Yeah, it was things happening all over the place.
Very insane, yeah.
Yeah, did you get anything? Yeah. Did you know anything going on during the race, or did you just only see the track map getting yellow every single time?
All I saw was like yellow, bro. But I noticed, I figured, I don't know who it was. He hit Stumpy. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, all I saw was yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yeah, it was a crazy race. Definitely worth watching back. Yeah. And yeah, taking that P2, man. Once again,
I'll
really good result.
I'll take it. Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, man. Enjoy the podium. You as well, Tom. Enjoy the podium. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And with BVG not joining, that rounds off the interviews for today. Congratulations once again for the podium drivers. Lewis, thank you as always for joining the commentary box with me. It has been a pleasure again.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much once again. And another cracking race after Hungary, back-to-back wonders. It had everything. So congratulations once again. And we move on to the next round.
Yeah, we move on. Yeah, where you were thinking it couldn't get any more hectic after Hungary, Monza provided. So, great race once again. Brilliant race. I really enjoyed it together with Lewis. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well watching the stream. Yeah, Blaze, I will try not to crash tomorrow. Thank you very much. Talk about tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Same time, different day. Tomorrow, 42 race, where I could be becoming Tier 2 champion. Not gonna say it too loudly. After that, we got Wednesday the Tier 1 race and the AM2 race, and on Thursday we got the AM1 race. If you want to support Console Speed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you check out the web shop as well. And we've got a brand new website in case you missed the first safety car period. We got a brand new website which is very useful on the phone now as well. So give credit to Roland, go check it out. It's absolutely brilliant to see all the stats, power ranking, average qualifying position, average race position. It's all on there. So make sure to check it out. And as I'll always say, it was a pleasure. Appreciate it. Stay safe and goodbye.